Yeah, bro. That's how you do the ad. Monster. This episode of the Move Podcast is brought to you by Monster. Monster on. Oh, it's 11:56 p.m. Fuck. We're back. Episode 30. 35? 35, I believe. Back for 35. Yeah, we're back. This is the Move Podcast, man. And we're just chilling, man. What have you been up to, Beto? What's been the move for you this past couple weeks? This past week. It's actually been a week since we recorded.
Man. Just waiting to start the new job, Just put in my 2-week notice finally.
That's right. How long did you make that shit? It's just
what do you mean?
Like, did you make it? It's only supposed to be like one page.
It's about a full page, yeah.
What'd you put, man? I regret to inform you that I am leaving this job.
I regret to inform you. No, you don't put regret to inform you.
Just like the college applications, bro. Like, I just see a white screen. Oh, damn. Okay, you write them a whole ass. Okay.
See?
Nice.
And you make sure not to burn any bridges, bro, in case you get fired, you can come back.
True. Don't insult your past employer. Kids who's listening to this podcast, don't insult your last employers. Unless they treat you like shit.
Even though, yeah, unless they treat you like shit, then, you have at it.
Then fuck them.
And also lie,
What's the craziest shit you've done at work, bro?
The what now?
Like, what's the craziest shit you've done at work? Nothing illegal, of course. Don't say you did anything illegal.
The craziest shit I've done at work.
Or like, what's the
just
most
any of my jobs?
Like the most off-task shit you've done, where just like, I don't know, you just got away with it, and you're just like, damn, I got away with that shit, huh?
The most off-task? There's a lot I did when I worked at Pilot. Don't know if legally I could say any of them.
Oh, okay. My worst one, I think for me, was when I was working at the mushroom plant. This was like one of my first jobs. I had to get to work like at, I think it was like 7, 7 or 8 in the morning. And I parked, and I used to have this thing where I used to get to work 30 minutes before the time starts. For some reason, I just like to chill in the parking lot for 30 minutes. Well, I passed the fuck out, bro. I passed out.
Yeah.
And then I woke up, and I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, I thought it was just a nap. Dude, it was already past lunchtime, dude. Like, I went through like half the fucking day. And at this point, I was like, do I clock in, or do I just like dip the fuck out? But I just went in, fucking clocked in, because I just wanted money. And I just started working, and these fools didn't like say shit. Like, except for one of them, the little Mexican lady. She was like, where were you? I'm just like, I fell asleep. And she started like capping on me. But other than that, like, no one gave a shit. It's pretty funny.
No. I guess would taking a shit count? I used to do this shit at Target.
Well, like, I think we all did. I mean, anyone who's had a warehouse job or like a job like that, fuck, bro. I used to.
You take a long, dude. I used to be done, and I used to just sit on the toilet for like 40 minutes.
Do you know how much money I've made, bro? Taking shits.
Not that much. 14 an hour.
True. No, my boss one time came in, bro, and he was like, "Hey, Alex, where the fuck up?" I'm like, "What? Hey, bro, what do you mean?" He literally like opened the door and he was like, "Hey, Alex, where the fuck up? I know you're just waiting till the end of the day." It's like, oh shit. But yeah, that shit was hella funny. But yeah, man.
So I mean,
On our little list here, we got what's something you've done, bro? The worst thing you've done on the heat of the moment, bro.
okay, but in the heat of the moment, what are we talking about?
Okay, so we like just, you can tell us two. Honestly, we could split this up into two. Just one like under pressure, and then two like probably like the horniest thing you've done, just straight up, because like you were thinking with that head, not this head.
Let's see. Just under pressure, what's the riskiest thing I've done? I don't even know. I You have one? You want to go first?
Fuck. I know I have a lot. Riskiest thing I've done under pressure. We fuck, dude. I know I have so many of these shits, but I can't really think of one right now. Fuck, dude. I gotta come back to this one because I know I have a lot because I've been forced to do a lot, not like bad things, but I've been forced to do like a lot of things under pressure, and I just like that's not the worst thing though. It's not worse. It's just an under pressure thing that I did. Fuck.
Dude, like, is there risky things that you do that aren't sexual?
I mean, there is. I mean, I'm just talking.
Besides, like, obvious things, like waiting for things. Like, I have to renew my license, and I'm waiting till like the dead ass last minute, and it's risky. But like, I know I'm doing.
The heat of the moment is just like last minute, like you're just doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the worst one was, at least where I didn't know what the hell was going on. Um, that's hella long ago. I fucking hate talking about fucking the past. But anyways, we were in, I forgot what class I was in. I had a group with like some of the homies that we went to school with, and one of their older sisters did our project for us. So she like figured out, because it was a big ass it was for math, and we had to present in front of class, and their sister like did the whole thing. She wrote all her work down, but like we didn't know how the fuck she did it. So they just put it
Yeah.
up there, and I'm like, bro, I'm just getting the credit. We went up there to present. I'm like, this fool's sister did it, so she probably told him. And then while we were up there, just last minute, that fool was just like, she's like, oh, who's speaking? And then that fool just like, oh, Alex, he's in public speaking. He's speaking. I'm like, bro, what? Like, I don't, like, I didn't know what to say. So, like, I go up, bro, and I just remember I had to figure that shit out, how she did it on the fly while I was presenting that shit. And I did it, but that shit was fucking, that shit was crazy. That's not the worst one ever, but that's what I thought about right now for some reason. That was in junior high, Jesus Christ. But yeah, fuck algebra. What about you? What about horny, bro? Just tell me a horny one, bro.
A horny one? Horny. I don't really know, man.
Bro,
I guess
what?
I'm not a risk taker, bro.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
You tell yours?
You want me to
Huh?
tell the story? I can tell the story,
Do
but
the do
yeah,
the.
the middle of the night story. No, I'm just gonna tell the other one. The one where like I was just down bad, single. I had been single for who knows how long, and I haven't told this story on the podcast, right? I was going to tell it at one point, I never did. So there's this
I don't
one
think
girl
you
in
have
there's
the
this
middle
one
of the night one.
yeah there's this one girl in one of our classes in our English class. I fucking hated her, bro. Everything she would say, I'd just be like, oh my god. And even the class knew, bro. Everyone knew I hella hated her. And then Beto just always like, oh, why do you hate her so much? I'm like, I just don't like her, bro. I just don't like when they talk. And then anyways, that whole semester passes. And I have her in psych the next semester. I was like, fuck, dude, she's in front of me. Oh my god, bro. And so like, it was kind of the same shit. She would raise her hand all the time. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then randomly one class, this is when I was like fit fucking prime Alex, alright? She turned around and she was like, hey man, can I get your number in case like I need help on the homework? And I'm like, fuck it. Give her my number. I'm like, okay, that's a first, no one's ever asked me for my number. And so whatever. things go on, and then she's like, she texted me one time. She's like, "Hey man, you want to come over and study?" I'm like, "Boy, it's 11 o'clock at night. Excuse me." Then I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. You know, like I'm fucking in bed already." She's like, "Oh, we could do that too. We could cuddle." I'm like, "Okay, I'm good. You know, I didn't do it that night. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go to sleep." I thought about it. That whole day. It was just like in my head. I'm like, dude, is this going where I think this is going? And so whatever. The next night comes, and she's like, "Hey man, how about tonight? We cuddle." I'm like, you know what? And I was like, I was in that mindset where I'm like, okay, I'm about to just, I'm just gonna go. Fuck it. And at this point, I didn't have a car, so I had to use my mom's car. And my parents were asleep. Well, they had just fallen asleep, so I was like, fuck, I gotta sneak out. So I fucking go get my mom's keys, and her car's loud as fuck, but I'm shocked I didn't wake up. I should just off.
Mm-hmm.
And I wait like a couple minutes to make sure the lights don't turn on, and I'm good. All right, so I dip out. I go, and then so I get to the house that she said it's in, and I'm like, hey, you're like, I asked her, are you alone? She's, oh, I'm do you live alone? She's like, yeah, I live alone. I'm like, okay, for sure. So I get there, and it's a big ass house, and I'm like, so she's rich, I was like, damn, okay. But I see hella shoes right there by the door, like hella like sandals and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And I thought like, okay, she has roommates, or maybe she got a bunch of homies and they bought a house or some shit, or rented a house. So I'm like, okay, if she says she's alone, the doorbell's right there, bro, because the lights were off. So I just ring the doorbell, and I hear all these dogs barking, bro. As soon as I ring the doorbell, and then like all the lights turn on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro? And then her dad, bro, opens the door, and you listen to me, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Anyways, that fool opens the door, and he's just like, "What do you want?" I'm just like, "Oh shit," I didn't know what to do, bro. I was like scared as fuck. And then I don't know why, like I look at their house number, and I'm like, you know what? I had to come up with something on the fly. I'm like, oh man, I hit the wrong house, my bad. And that fool was like, what the fuck? Like, he looked at me a little suspicious. Then I fucking ran to my car and got in and just dipped the fuck out, bro. But yeah, it's probably the worst thing I've done. Probably.
You can continue the story though, huh?
No, I'm good.
No.
I'm good. I'm just
Okay.
saying that's the. Oh, that was, yeah. We would probably assume what happened after. Anyways. But yeah, have you thought of one for you?
Um. So in the regular heat in the moment, I don't know. I feel like I had a presentation for a speech one time for a speech class that I carried it, but like I wasn't planning to. Like I remember when we were like rehearsing it or whatever, we were like, oh, well, you each tell our parts, and then like my whole group like shyer than me, I guess, and they all fumbled the bag, and I just ran through that hoe, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I just carried it like last minute, and I was like, beast.
What class was it for? College, high school, what?
Speech, speech,
Oh, just
college,
straight up speech
college
class.
speech.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, just a group speech class.
You see, you got lucky with that shit, but I do a solo speech class. I do
I
think
told you you should
I
have done that group one with me.
I do think it helped a lot though to do the solo because I now like I honestly have no problem speaking in front of people. I'm
Yeah,
pretty confident.
sure,
I
buddy.
am, bro, and I'm like the jobs I've had to speak in front of people. Manager, I had to be a trainer, speak in front of all these
Always
fools.
gotta speak in front of people. Like I think
I
you
was
just
just
build
beast.
the skill up no matter
I was
what.
badass, bro. I'm built different, right?
But yeah. But yeah,
So we saw Nope over the weekend. Which is,
mhm.
I personally really liked it.
I thought it was really good. I got not confused. I just thought it was weird why the UFO suddenly changed shape at the end.
Oh yeah, how this kind of there's like this different form. Yeah.
It was like
Oh
different
yes.
forms. It kind of like at one point it wasn't like a solid form anymore. It was like a
Cloth.
balloon,
I thought
kind
it
of,
was like cloth.
which was I think he did it on purpose because if you look at like the monkey stuff, The balloon sets him off, the monkey. I think it was like a on purpose kind of thing to
Oh
make the
yeah, huh?
UFO monkey balloon type.
Huh. I never thought of it that way, but no, I like how it was different because I thought it was gonna be kind of a cliche like alien film, you know, and it's not that. It's more like the way they went. I didn't think they were gonna go that way. I didn't even think to think of it that way.
I never even like so like I guess a spoiler, but not really. It's like that the UFO is the alien,
Yeah, it's an animal. It's
right?
basically an
Yeah,
animal. Yeah.
it's yeah, it's essentially like a beast. Yeah,
So I mean that was an interesting take because whenever they do these kind of movies though, I always wondered like, okay, but how to get there? But then that's just me looking hella deep into it. Um, but yeah, overall it was a cool direction.
it was a good movie. Yeah,
I like I don't know I like watching Jordan Peele movies because right now he tries to be like you can tell he tries his best to like be different, like try to distinguish his
yeah.
films from others. Because he could easily just make cliche horror films or whatever, but like you could tell he puts thought into everything he does. Even like I like all of his like Get Out, Us, those were all hella good. Um, but yeah, that monkey shit was crazy though. Like, I don't know why like in the beginning of the movie how they had the
Or
monkey,
like,
how they
there's a
had.
good amount of it that because you think about why like the monkey scene is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost just for like because for what? Because the Steven Yeun's character dies. He just dies, so it's almost like there's no payoff for his trauma or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So for a while, it's almost like they just show us it just to
But I think there was a
have
well, I think there was
kill a
kind of a
fucking family.
I don't know if you call it a parallel, but like I think did he ever? I don't know if he said that he thought the monkey was the monkey wasn't being mistreated, right? He just got set off, correct?
I think he just got set off, but I mean, yeah,
Because he's kind of trying to do in the movie. He's kind of trying to do the same thing with the UFO. He's trying to like tame it, or just not tame it, but more so like you know he's feeding it. You could tell he's been giving it horses, and
that's what
that's what.
everybody's saying is that it's like he's trying to tame it, and he just lives off of his success that he can't get
Yeah.
over.
No, but I just thought that shit was hella creepy. How in the beginning of the movie, the monkey just looks at the camera, and it doesn't
Yeah,
tell you like why he looks at the camera until later on, like midway through the film. And I thought that shit was scary. It made me think about it made me think about a story I heard or I saw. I don't know if it was on Oprah or Dr. Phil when I was hella young. Hella young. It was about a lady who she got attacked by a chimpanzee, and that thing like bit off her nose or like it
yeah,
it messed her up. Like literally, from what I remember, her face was only like she didn't have eyes, and she just had like a hole that she could like drink food out of. And I'm like, dude, that shit's crazy. Cause like you think these animals are cute and shit, which they are, but like we never know. Like we don't know that it could do that much damage to us whenever it wants. It's kind of scary. I think that's kind of scary.
yeah. It is. So they're stronger than we think.
Mm-hmm. Would you anything else on Jordan Peele or nope?
No, it was good. It was good. All of his stuff has been good.
Out of
Everybody's
10?
always
Out of
looking
10,
forward
what
to
do you
his.
say, bro?
I'll give it like a eight. Eight. Yeah, like a eight, 8.5.
I was at 8.5 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think it's my favorite. I still think Us is my favorite one from him.
See, I don't like Us too.
I really like
A lot of people
Us.
like Get Out more than Us.
Get Out, I really like it too.
But I don't know. I just like Us better. But yeah. Let's see. Let's talk about Comic Con, and then I'll talk about the other shit that I want to talk about. So yeah, we had a lot of Comic Con that got showed this last weekend or yesterday. Yeah, yesterday for us.
Yeah.
And what do you think? What do you think of the future of Marvel, man?
I think it looks good. I'm most excited. Everybody's saying that the um, the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer looked really good.
Yeah,
They're saying that King looks really good, so I'm hyped for him. I really like Jonathan Majors, so I hope they do him good.
yeah, he's a good actor.
And
I saw a clip. I keep seeing clips of it, but like they have to cut out like parts of the audio so that Disney doesn't take it down. But it's pretty dope because I think like Ant Man says like, oh, like, you know, don't fuck with me, I'm an Avenger, and that fool just like, huh, I'm a conqueror.
I saw that. I
And
saw
then
that.
he says something like, oh, you know, I like have I killed you before? And I'm like, damn, that shit kind of. Ooh. But do you
Um,
think Marvel's really?
well,
Oh,
the one thing is they have two Avengers movies planned back to back. Do you already think it's gonna be like an obvious Kang wins and then they come back and beat him?
see, I think so. I think what they're gonna do. I don't. What I think would be
Because isn't
cool,
the first one's called
the King Dynasty.
Avengers
King
Kang
Dynasty.
Dynasty, right?
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be another thing where it's his movie, not the Avengers movie.
So it could go two ways. You could either go they do King Dynasty, kind of like how they did Age of Ultron, where it's
Hmm.
Age of Ultron is supposed to be an Age of Ultron, where like it's a span of time, but they only
Yeah,
that fool was only alive for like what, a week, and
yeah.
then they could either do that route or they could do the King Dynasty and then like a couple movies be in the middle like of all this madness going on, and then you know have Avengers Secret Wars. But they're not doing that. They're doing Avengers King Dynasty, then 6 months later, Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're gonna have any films in between, or if in the future they're gonna like spread it out. But I feel like it'd be cool to kind of let them lose and then just have a couple movies of like them living through that loss, and like having to deal with all this shit while still having lost, that war or that battle.
Well, from what the timeline is, it's they're gonna be within a year for sure.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's yeah, I know. I wish it was like that kind of. Even if they did it for Age of Ultron, we're like you know, a couple movies in between or some shit, but you know, um,
Well, because the titles make it seem like they have nothing to do with each other. So like how like Dynasty and the next one is Secret Wars, it has nothing to do with Secret Wars. Don't really have anything to do with Kang.
it could. You could. They could some. They could change some things for the Secret Wars and connect it. I feel
And we got the Black Panther trailer too.
Black Panther. That honestly,
It looks really good.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was skeptical at first because I didn't. I'm like without Black Panther, without Chadwick Boseman, how are you gonna do a Black Panther movie? But the director Ryan Coogler, man, I like he's never failed. Or I don't. Like, at least all the movies I've seen of his are like hella good, and he knows what he's doing. And respect to him because the script has changed for him like I think 3 times, 4 times. The whole plot because his death, kind of
Yeah.
messed with everything. But no, that trailer got me a little emotional. That shit was good. And then Namor looks badass. I like how they went with the Aztec. And they're not going with the Atlantis, just going with the Aztec City. I think that's kind of dope.
Well, I think it'll be really good. I don't know. They obviously didn't show you who Black Panther is, just to
So,
have you thinking.
mm-hmm.
But I want it to be M'Baku, just because I don't like Shuri's actor.
You see,
but
so I just saw not a theory, but like, oh, it was a theory, but so someone was saying like, yeah, it's most likely gonna be Shuri, but it could also be his girl. What was her name?
I know who you're talking about.
I,
Ankoya?
no, that isn't that's the guard. Ah, my gosh, I just had her name in my head right now. Anyways, they're saying it's gonna be his girl because, well, she's a skilled fighter and she's more, you know,
Yeah.
experienced than Shuri is. Shuri's more of a techie type person.
But then there's a lot of people saying that it's gonna be like a interim Black Panther because there's a scene where somebody's having his baby, no?
Uh huh. Whose baby?
In the water. Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman's baby, isn't it?
No, cause that
Or is
baby's
that Namor's backstory?
that I think it's me Namor's backstory because if you look at that trailer again, the baby has wings on his feet, like all the they
Yeah.
call them Atlanteans or Aztecs. I don't know
Yeah.
Atlanteans. I'm gonna call them Atlanteans right now. But yeah, I thought that too, but it has wings on it on his legs. They did say that he's gonna have a son though. That Chadwick Boseman's
Mhm.
character is gonna have a son, so
Yeah,
That's
they were
also
saying
another.
that.
That's also another thing. Maybe it
Well,
won't be her if she's having a baby.
yeah, but they said that well, it's gonna be post blip,
Post flip, of course. Yeah.
and they're just what are they gonna say? Are they just gonna say that he never came back?
So I think they're gonna say either he got assassinated by. I think that either he gets assassinated and it starts a war between Atlanteans and the Wakanda because they think it's the Atlanteans who assassinated him. That's what I'm. That's my theory, and it's gonna end up being someone else who did it to cause conflict. Cliche, or it could go
Think,
different. Or it could go a different route where
I
they
don't
just.
like that they're like a lot of people are saying online that they don't like that they're using his death as a plot device.
I don't mind it. I think. I mean, you can't
I
not address it in
because
the
I still
movie.
think like they should have just done a recast.
I
His family wanted them to do a recast.
I think they should have done a recast too, but if they're gonna go this route, you can't not talk about it in the movie. You can't just be like,
Yeah.
"Oh man, he's gone." But I don't. I think it's pretty cool if they do it right, and I'm pretty
Well,
sure I.
because they're gonna say that he got his girl pregnant before he blipped, so the baby's already 6 years old, 5 years old.
Uh huh. Okay, that could work. They just, yeah, they just wouldn't have shown it.
Mm-mm.
I could see that. I could see them doing that to kind of age it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause how long has it been? Well,
I
how
hope
long?
it's M'Baku, dude. I really hope it's M'Baku. For some weird surprise, I hope it's him.
Yeah. Or what I'm thinking too, it could be Shuri, and then she's only wearing it one time though. Like they're losing the battle. She's like, oh man, someone we need a symbol or some shit. She puts that shit on, and
Or
then
his girl would be cool too if it was her.
I wouldn't. I literally would not mind if his girl became Black
Yeah.
Panther. That'd be kind of tight. But yeah, that's dude.
Uh,
Last thing,
Lupita's character, right? Yeah,
what's up?
there you go. Lupita's character. That's
Yes.
her. That's the actress name, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. One thing I wanted to address. Do you think they're spewing out too many Marvel projects at once now
Yes, for visual effects.
for visual effects reasons? You say?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think there's too many projects going on, and the CGI people are getting overworked because a lot of that shit sucks right
Well,
now.
even I know there was an article that came out saying that a lot of the VFX artists were saying we're being overworked. Marvel's giving us these impossible deadlines.
Well, there's
And
too much, and there's too much.
mm,
Like even Thor had some bad CGI.
Thor, I feel like Thor had really bad CGI. I didn't.
I
Yeah.
thought Moon Knight, the last battle,
You
was
thought
terrible.
really?
Yeah, CGI. The last battle. I thought the last battle was just looked wonky.
Which one? Like
The last battle between the two giant fucking gods or whatever.
I had to watch it again.
Not the ones of him fighting. What's his name?
Uh huh.
It's the one where the gods are fighting each other, the bad god and the good god.
Huh. I'm about to watch that again. I don't remember. I don't remember like thinking it was bad CGI. I think I was just too amazed, or I was too like excited over like Moon Knight's
It's
character.
wonky. Like it was two giant Ant-Mans going at each other, but like a lot more wonky.
Uh huh. Hmm.
Thor's bad. I think She-Hulk looks bad.
She Hulk, even though She Hulk, they said they've worked on it more. I guess still, you can still tell like the CGI is still a
I
little fucked.
think
I'm
because I think
hoping,
She-Hulk they're gonna make her be green the entire time now, or
yeah,
most of the time. I feel like it'd just be better just to keep her human form and just go green whenever she needs
yeah.
to.
I'm hoping they fix it and make it better. And if not, in the
Yeah.
future, hopefully they just do like what they do with Gamora, just like make her whole skin, paint her whole skin pink, and
Yeah.
then pink, fucking green, and then like CGI her, make her taller or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't like the CGI. I think it looks good. I think the idea of it is cool, because I mean it's what she is in the comics. What got me is Daredevil at the end. I want to see Daredevil back. So
hmm
and you never watched Daredevil, so I don't know if you
hmm
share the same hype.
I saw that they're bringing the new show back, so I'll probably watch it. But I don't know if I can commit to watching the old 3 seasons.
They're pretty good. I feel like once you watch the first like couple, they're pretty you get pretty hooked. Hopefully they bring back Jessica
Mhm.
Jones and Luke Cage eventually, but I doubt it.
Well, and then people are saying that from the Comic Con thing that Guardians of the Galaxy looks really good too. What's
Oh yeah,
what's his
yeah.
name? The main antagonist.
Is it Adam Warlock?
Um, yeah,
Is he the antagonist? Damn,
Will Poulter. Yeah,
that's right.
they're saying that he looks really good.
They show Baby Rocket. I know that
Baby Rocket. Yeah,
he's
they were saying
gonna
that Baby
they're
Rocket
gonna
and
tell his
Raccoon is in
origin
it.
in this one. I think he's dying, bro.
He's dying, bro. Yeah,
I think a lot of them are. I think Drax is gonna die too.
a lot of them. Well, yeah, because a lot of them is their last movie. Batista already said he doesn't want to do another one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nah, he's probably made hell bank off of it already, so he's probably not even tripping. Man, Marvel, put me in one movie, I'll be happy.
Any of us. I'm just really happy for Kang. I don't even know. I should probably watch Ms. Marvel because the Marvels is gonna come out soon.
I
But, like,
I think you would really like Miss Marvel just because it is a coming of age story, and you like coming of age stories.
but it's a Disney coming of age story. Those motherfuckers don't do anything.
It's not bad. It's not as bad as you think. A lot of people are like overhate it. There's a lot of corny parts, but she's really
I don't even. I don't even see anything about it on social media. You say people overhate it. I've seen nothing about it. Nothing on my
oh
TikTok. Nothing on my Twitter. I haven't seen anything about it.
I just think
Which is even worse than saying hate about it.
I think I'm a butcher her name. Iman Vellani is that her name?
Yeah.
I think she's really likable. I really liked her as Miss
No,
Marvel.
I've seen a lot of her interviews. She is likable. Like
Uh,
I probably will watch it eventually, but I'm just taking my time.
I've been trying to get my girl to watch it. She doesn't want to watch it. But yeah,
Just tell her she's racist, bro.
that's what I told her. I'm like, why, huh? Then she was like, no, she's not interested. In. She doesn't like when, or never mind.
When what?
No, she doesn't like when shows have the main character of like children, because like the children make a lot of mistakes and stuff.
She's 15, 16.
Chill, she's still a child, bro.
Yeah, but like, I feel like they don't make as much mistakes as like child actors that are like 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah,
6.
that's why it took her so long to start watching Stranger Things, because like, since the whole cast was like kids, she was like, oh,
Yeah.
which I don't blame her, because those fools are hella annoying sometimes. But but yeah, I could talk about dude. Should I cover the other shit, or should we just skip it?
It's up to you. I feel, what time are we at?
32. I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Talk about next time maybe. Oh, anyways, guys, that's the end of episode 35. Hope you guys enjoyed. Follow us on YouTube if you haven't, or follow us on Spotify if you're watching this on YouTube. And check out my boy Lost and Found for his music and his beats. These are badass.
And then our shit, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Our shit. What's our shit?
Your gaming shit. And my nothing. Let's
Oh,
go.
okay. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.